YouTube? Are you a bad enough dude? It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDUBS Arcade Love, MichaelB The Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super GameRoom Dudes. Let's get it started.
Hey, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning into the Super GameRoom Dudes, your favorite arcade and gaming podcast show. I'm your host, PDUBS, and I'm going to be back for this entire full episode. My apologies. The last 2 weeks have been weird. It's called work, baby. But I'm here. I'm happy to be with my brothers. What's going on? Mike, Steven, Carl, what's going on, dudes?
Not a whole lot, man. It's been a sad few weeks without you here hosting.
Yeah. Well, we have to match the energy. You got to get the energy up, Restalgia. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it up.
Yeah.
Mike? No?
Happy Canada
I didn't even
Day,
know
everybody.
any of us were gone.
It's Canada Day, but you know what? We have some special guests who are going to be joining us for this broadcast. They even have their own intro. Let's see who the gentlemen are behind the curtain. Who are these guys?
Representing the triangle hard. I love it when you do, like, I saw your little triangle transition in your last video, Dubs. You know, you try to hide it.
I've been sneaking these little triangle transitions in like my videos just for fun because it cracks me up. And so yeah, that was cool. Guys, welcome B Kong. Welcome Justin Console Kids. Justin, you can play us a riff, man. It's Friday. Your microphone is muted, bro.
This is like Zoom. You're like, hey, Justin, you're muted. So I saw a movie today. I'm not really sure if people know what it is. In the chat, let me know if you know what movie I saw today.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. Iron Eagle is back in theaters?
Iron Eagle? Remember how... Oh, God. What was it? All right.
Lou
How's it
Gossett
go?
Jr.
Nobody knows it.
It's Top Gun. That's Top Gun. I mean, Maverick, yeah. Obviously, Top Gun, Maverick, good stuff. Iron Eagle, I never really could get into.
Iron Eagle.
Oh, what was that movie with the, it was another flying fighter movie. It was with Nicolas Cage and the Apache helicopters.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like Sun something.
That movie I liked, but I can never remember the name of it.
Firebirds?
Maybe. That sounds right.
If you guys know in the live chat, Nicolas Cage with the Apache
Firebirds. That's right. Firebirds.
And like he had like, you need to have like the perfect vision, and he had like an eye that was jacked up, so he was like, at a disadvantage. Firebirds.
Honest question. If a movie didn't happen in the 80s, does it really matter?
You're so funny.
There was a couple.
The Maverick didn't happen in the 80s, but that's a good movie. That was such a good movie. I'm really late to the party on that. I wanted to see it with my wife. She wasn't ready to see it, and now she's ready to see it. We saw it. Wow.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't get out.
I got a quick question. How much longer on the Tomahawks?
Oh, that's true. So I if you didn't tell, I'm outdoors enjoying some beautiful Southern California weather, and I have some tomahawk steaks on the grill on a beautiful solo stove right over there, and it's smoking and cooking really well. So I've got about 10-15 minutes until I got to jet and cook some steaks.
Okay. Well, I know you want to let people know about a special event that you're hosting, which we're all very excited for you. So we'll get to that in just a second. But before we do, we have to say hi to who's here in the live chat. We got Johnny's here, Sir Sega, Glenn's Retro Show, the Godfather of Gaming is here, Nooner's here, Mitchell B's here, Scarpad, Tony, Robert Bowling, Papa Brad continues to remain legit, Antisocial is here, Ashley's here, who else is here? RB1033 is here, Mystery Encoder's here, P-Dubs, are you going to go to Game On Expo? I will not just be at Game On Expo, I actually have a booth reserved, so I'll be pimping the YouTube channel at Game On Expo.
You know what's funny? You know who might not be at Game On Expo?
Who?
The curator, the man who started it all, Games Trading One. He's actually
really?
he's got parole duty. He was called in for not
man.
parole duty. What is it called? Jury duty.
Jury duty.
Yeah.
Parole duty.
I booked a
Canadian.
I booked a booth back in, geez, it was like March or April when they opened up the reservations, and I booked it. And I haven't made any like announcements on the YouTube channel or stuff because it just seemed way too early, right? The expo's not even until August. So but yeah, we'll start reminding people to swing on by and say hi to PDUBS. I'll have some arcades there with me, and it should be fun.
Do you still have the video of me in front of the table that says Michael B. YouTube Superstar? Because
yeah,
just want to flash forward to what your weekend's going to be like.
That's going to be me. I think that's going to be me. People are just going to skip over this booth like, who's this YouTube guy? Why is he here? Goodbye. Yes, Michael version. Do my version of Michael B's video. So Shoeshine was on the same brainwave as you, Michael B. Same brainwave.
Great.
All right, guys, let's turn it over to Kongs R Us because he doesn't have time to stay here for the entire show. B, say your piece, man. What do you got to tell people?
And he's muted.
And you're muted.
Another quarter in the jar, Zoom jar, right? So
yeah, there you go. There you go.
So on July 9th, I've been working with Arcade1Up to help with some logistics of them hosting a community charity event on July 9th in Southern California at Smog City Brewery and Tap Room. It's not only an in-person event for folks that are here in Southern California. From 12 p.m. Pacific to 8 p.m. Pacific, we'll be there having a flash sale. Inventory will be on site. People can pick it up on site in hand because there is a warehouse located in Southern California. So one of the big goals for this was to move as much inventory as possible. They can't take all of that to the brewery. So for all of you, the online fans, you will also have a chance to participate at some point during the event. So I don't know exactly when they're going to turn the switch, but Arcade1Up.com will have some of that same select inventory that's on sale at site that you can also purchase. And if you get to a certain amount, Justin did a great video today about combining some of those orders. I believe the threshold is about $600. If you get over that amount, then you'll get free shipping. So it's a great deal. There's limited quantities. I saw the list. I can't say what's on it, but it's super fire. Like, this is probably the biggest Arcade1Up sale you've seen. And you'll see right there on the screen, there is officially some socials. I'm not just blowing smoke. John D has come on my stream. I think he's going to be doing a promotional tour this entire week talking about this event because it's for a good cause, for the Red Cross. 5% of the sales will go towards the Red Cross. And, you will get to get some of the hot inventory that you might have missed at really steep discounts. So I'm really excited for the sale.
Very, very good, B. Very good job. What do you guys think about Arcade1Up hosting this community event? Thoughts from the panel?
I think it's great. It's a much better idea. They're getting a bigger warehouse, and they didn't want to spend the money to move the items from one warehouse to another. They're like, let's just liquidate. It's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
I do
it's
like
always good to give back to the community. I mean, Red Cross is one of those organizations that's all around the United States. I don't know about Canada or not, but I think they got the Blue Cross over there.
Why would we have a Blue Cross?
There's a Canadian Red Cross.
You guys bleed blue. Everything else is red.
You're half Canadian.
Hey, what can I say? But yeah, I think it's a good cause, and it gives the people opportunity to get a break on a device. So why not?
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool thing they're doing. Anytime that there's an opportunity with stock like this and you can do a flash sale, kind of burn some stuff out, and then to tie it in with charity, especially Bkong, this is great for you because you get to double dip. You're there as a YouTube personality and this is your work too. So I think it's really cool. Great charity. And anytime we can get deals, I'm excited. Like my wife is so going to divorce me after this event.
The comments are already beginning. I missed our live chat. You guys crack me up every Friday night. Look at Antisocial Hero. This event will be great if viewed from straight on and angles. It's gonna get blurry.
Black levels aren't going to be good either.
This event will be #it's playable. Isn't that right, Bcog?
Super #it's playable. So it's going to be fun. And I can neither confirm nor deny, but there's been several guesses in the chat for some items and price points that look fairly accurate. So I won't say which. I'll let you guys continue to put things in there and speculate. But there's some good stuff if you missed out. And there's some good inventory for a lot of things that you don't have to worry about. And there's some that are really, really select views. Going all the way back, I will say even to Gen 1. And so not even just cabinets. And you saw earlier today, there was a Street Fighter that went back on their site. I'm not confirming that's going to be there, but you can see them revisiting new old stock, if you will.
So B actually told me the list ahead of time, and I don't mean to get you in trouble, B, but I am going to reveal it right now. It's basically just going to be all Frogger Partycades. It's Frogger Party.
What we've always wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we may get a vertical centipede from the past. That would be fantastic.
Oh, I wish I had mine back.
Possibly. Well, thank you guys for having me on. I don't know more details yet, but I'm sure there will be more. As
it's the BOE clearance, right?
It is.
Where you're like, we gotta get rid of all the BOEs.
They should just call it the BOE clearance sale. But I think you'll see, if you've been missing John D from the community, he's been coming back to do a promotional tour. So he'll be on several different of your favorite content creators this week, almost every single day on various channels, hyping it up. And again, it's not just an in-person sale. I saw somebody say, I wish I could be there. No, you will be able to participate. In fact, I'm kind of trying to convince the panel here that we should just do a live stream marathon for the entire day on Saturday and do some
trying to get
stuff.
more people to donate to the Red Cross.
Not at all. But
You sneaky
we can tie it in a little bit. I think it'll be fun to do something every hour. So here's my vision idea, because I keep pitching it to John and the marketing team there, is because they haven't done a community event like this. I don't think ever.
I see where you're going.
This is their first. I'm trying to incept some ideas into them. So I'm trying to get them to commit to actual stock giveaways for just no purchase necessary. How can we give this stuff away like we like to? And whether it's online participation or in-person event participation, some sort of activity, every hour we'll do something that says, hey, you can win X item if you could do X, Y, Z. So there might be some fun things. I want to play around with it and hopefully get you guys involved.
So is there any
thanks
truth?
a lot, Zohar.
Is there any truth to the rumor that if you guys make $100,000 in proceeds for the American Red Cross, Restalgia is going to nair his whole body?
Absolutely.
I like where this is going, right? We can do something like, if we get a certain amount, I don't know, Michael B shaves his head or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've done that before. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
We have an event called Shave for the Brave here. So yeah, totally shave my head. Easy.
I don't know if we'll be able to get some real-time stats and numbers, since it's like a percentage and it's going to be online in person, but I would love some of that challenge once we finally get the results of that. I might do some other challenges, but I heard Restalgia is going to be narrating the entire event, and it's amazing.
Read
voice. Restalgia is happening. It's going to be the marquee event at 3:00 that day. We will have him narrate just the specs of the Street Fighter arcade machine, and it'll make you want to buy it.
Now, before you go, B, I think there was a question in the chat. I think, PDUBS, we definitely got to highlight that, because it's really getting me nervous. Is it true?
Possibly. She's not happy right now that I'm actually streaming during dinner time, and I should be cooking. So it's a good call for me to head out. Otherwise, this might be my permanent place. I will be sitting for the rest of the evening, into the night, into tomorrow morning. So thank you all for having me.
Hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
How do you guys take your steaks? Do you do rare, medium rare?
It's medium rare. So what I did was I sous vide my tomahawks already. So they're really good to go. And then I have these on this is a very expensive Solo Stove grill. If you've ever heard of Solo Stove, they're like these giant trash can grills, but they're super expensive. And I have some wood brackets in there right now. It's on indirect heat. It's kind of searing to the right temperature. Internal is already perfect. I just got to go check my sear. And
it's weird. I thought of all the people I knew on YouTube, the only person that would eat out of a garbage can was Restalgia. He's proved me wrong.
I got one. I didn't know that B loved buying over expensive trash.
Oh, yes, his infinity table says differently.
Zing, bazinga. Thank you guys all so much. I'm gonna head back to my dinner time. Have a great rest of your show. I'll be listening in. Take care.
Later.
Bye.
Thanks, B.
Oh, I'm so glad he's gone.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I like
him so much. The bad boy of home arcade.
He is. Yeah, he's kicked out of every influencer email chain. He's a bad boy. Gary asked a quick question. We'll address this real quick. PDUBS at Arcade1Up, fix your golf cab. So I had to, they sent me a new PCB. I tried the new PCB, didn't work. So they responded to my reopening of the support ticket. And they told me it was either yesterday or the day before that they're going to send me new control panel and monitor and stuff. So hopefully that'll probably be shipping after the holiday weekend. And hopefully maybe next week or the week after, I'll have my Golden Tee back up and running. So it's a process. Can you put that comment back up? Which one?
The one just in the question he asked you.
Oh, about the golden tee?
Yeah, the golf cab.
Yeah.
Did they fix you? Golf cab. That's going to be my insult now for PDUBS. Whenever he gets on a line, I'm going to be like, shut up, golf cab.
Shut up, golf cabs. All right.
I just put a ticket in myself for my Tempest. My Tempest, I got the dreaded, the ball works, but nothing else works. So I put a ticket in, so I got to go through that thing to get that fixed.
Yikes.
What happened? I'm sorry.
My controls just stopped working on Tempest. It's just I think the spinner spins and the what you call it, trackball works, but nothing else.
But the buttons just don't work?
Nope. Now, I've seen it on a couple of forums,
Okay.
so apparently it's something they know about.
If you're out of warranty, let me know, because I would love to repair it.
All right. Well, I got a ticket, and I got to submit, the video and all that stuff. I hadn't done.
Wasn't that going around the
Yeah.
community where like it's the encoder board, right? Is what's failing on those or something? So mine hasn't failed yet, so I hope I don't end up in that.
I thought mine hadn't, but I turned them all on, and how often you get to one particular cap. So I had a party over here the other day, and everybody was playing. I said, "Hey, why ain't this thing coming on?" So that's how I found out.
Excuse me. All right, we got a lot of stuff we got to get to here, guys. So, I accidentally hit the wrong button there. All right, let me start getting some stuff on the screen. So, just a quick heads up. Since we're speaking of Tempest, if you guys followed my channel, we did a review of the Atari Legacy Waterfall deck from Mod1Up, and he wasn't making anymore. He was done. He made a batch of like 40 or 50, and he sold them. They were very popular. People were really excited about him. But he's just one guy doing his own thing, got his own website. Due to high demand and feedback from the community that they still want to get this waterfall control panel, guys, if you go to mod1up.com, he does have legacy waterfall control panels available again for you that you could go ahead and get your orders in. So
now, Mod1Up, are they the good guys or the bad guys? I can't remember.
They're the good guys.
Okay, they're the good guys.
Yeah,
right.
Mod1Up is the good guys.
Who's the bad guy then?
Arcade
Mod Up.
Arcade1Up are the guys that I am not a fan of. So
do they only deal in absolutes?
Yeah, like a SIP. Yeah, they are SIP.
And so with this board, I would just take everything out of my current board. And
you just do the swap once you get your new encoder board. But there you go, guys. Make sure you check out and also check out the Tempest video on my channel if you want to see what this thing looks like. It is pretty slick. It's pretty sweet looking, in my opinion. I'm pretty excited about it.
Do they sell the volcano buttons as well for it?
Yeah, he's got one where I think the buttons are included, and it's like $230, but that's because I think the hardware is included. You're gonna have to tinker around on the website, but we got a lot to get through here. Okay. Also, just a heads up for you modders out there, the coveted Street Fighter arcade machine 4 years ago. This was the machine we all wanted to buy just to mod. It had the coveted 6-button layout scheme for player 1 and player 2. Perfect for your Raspberry Pi, Pandora box mods, all that kinds of stuff. Change out the artwork and boom, you're done. It's back on stock at Arcade1Up's website, $249. So this one plus the blue Marvel superheroes were like the two that everyone wanted to buy because you really didn't have to buy a whole new control panel or do more drilling for the most part, except you could add buttons like to your what's that little panel under the control panel, Mike? Is it the J panel? I can't remember the name of the panel.
It's the J panel. You are correct, sir. Yeah.
Yep. So these are available. Snag them while you can. We got a $5 donation from Starpad. He got his 35th MK 30th today. Well, he got a 35th, so he got a different one than us because we got a 30th. Yeah. It's a beauty, but I think Arcade1Up needs to get rid of the riser, make the cab like pro cabs, make them larger. What you think? What do you think about that, console kits?
So I think what actually on B's stream, what we kind of learned is, you got to think of this kind of like more like Apple products. So you got the Shuffle back in the day, right? You got the iPod, you got the iPhone, or maybe you got the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. They got these series, and the MK was a $500 kind of inexpensive version. And what they did that was really cool is make the control deck and the shape of the cabinet actually super attractive. We're way away from the thin or whatever. So when people say they should have made it the XL, Well, maybe you're saying it should have been the XL first, but really, it's like this is the MK in the legacy format. That doesn't mean they're not going to come out with that XL version of it that will probably cost a little bit more. Maybe those will be a more limited run. Maybe those will have a BOE monitor. It's possible because he did say like, hey, we have the lower end ones. They're going to sell a lot more of them because they're cheaper. And Walmart and all the retailers are getting them. So if they're limited supply on the BOE, you can't put the BOE on the one they're going to sell a ton on. You're going to do the BOE on the more limited one, and they're probably going to cost more. So I'm cool with what they chose.
Good stuff, brother. Mystery Encoder gave us a $5 donation. Long-term, if controls fail on Tempest, a keyboard works. Use an encoder, Pi Pico Teensy, or something, and simulate a keyboard press. Maybe some people should take a screenshot with their cell phones of that pro tip. Thanks so much, Mystery Encoder. And get back to work hacking another Arcade1Up cabinet. Why are you in the live chat? You should be busy, man. I always tease him like he should be hacking. He should be hacking.
I just don't understand how he can be in two places at once.
Wait,
you think it's Restalgia up there? That's why he's kind of over here doing this. He's typing away. He's just putting his Mystery Encoder.
No, I talked to Mystery Encoder. He doesn't sound Canadian.
No. And I'm just playing with my banana over here. That's all I'm doing.
Yep. Also, guys, because we promised we'd share deals with you and ways you guys can get savings. So there's one company that I've ordered a lot of stuff from, especially buttons lately, is tmolding.com. So here's tmolding.com, tmolding.com. It couldn't be any simpler than that. They sell tons of arcade parts, etc. They're actually doing a 4th of July sale. You can get 10% off.
Ooh.
Any item that is red, white, or blue. It's their red, white, and blue sale. Take a look right here. It says save 10% on everything red, white, and blue. You want to get a red gun, a red button.
I see what they did there.
A white joystick, a red button. You save 10% on anything that is red, white, or blue in color. And all you have to do is use the coupon code that I got the banner on the bottom of the quarter screen here. Use July 4th, 2022 at checkout. And it will apply the savings for you at checkout. You'll get 10% off any red, white, or blue stuff.
Wait,
so
which colors? Which colors again?
Red, white, and blue. Save 10%.
Okay. Just want to
Are you sure it's red, white, and blue? I thought it was red, yellow, and blue. At least that's what the Mortal Kombat control panel uses.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what I like about this is I actually ordered new buttons for my Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat 30th. And because they're supposed to be red, white, and blue on my Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat 30th, I ordered them from T-Molding, and I used that discount code and saved 10%. So
I see.
So there you go, guys. Take your screenshots now. There's your coupon code, 10% off, red, white, and blue.
And don't forget, there's a dash.
Yeah.
T-molding.com.
T-Molding's a good one. They're good. I really, really like them. Also, Justin, you did a good job on your live stream.
Oh, thank you.
Or your thing earlier today. I figured you'd want to repeat the effort. Tell people what's happening with our friend at Tulsa Arcades.
Tulsa Arcade has got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Click that button right there, which will take you to, I think there's a... Here, go to my website. Go to consolekits.com, because he's got a special page. Click there. That's going to deep link you into what he emailed out. There you go. July 4th deals. You notice right there, that control panel right there, 8-button Gen 2 countercade on the top left from $35 is that normal price, $12.99. This is the page. We'll put that link in the chat in the description where you can see all of the deals that Tulsa Arcade is having for this holiday weekend. You can scroll through, even as a discount on their very, very large arcade. It's like a arcade that he fully custom builds, not with... He says he puts a lot of pride into the effort of assembling these arcades and shipping directly to customers pre-assembled. He says that is the future of home arcade, he says. He's got PCs he's selling. He's got hard drives he's selling. There you go. All the modding stuff that you'd want. Check out TulsaArcades.com.
Yeah. Tulsa Arcades, usually his overhead is a bit high. So usually his prices are a bit high. So when he does a sale like this, it's usually a good time to jump on. Love JC. He was, when I started my YouTube channel, he was the very first vendor to, send me a product for a review and to give me a chance. I think I only had like 5 500 subscribers at the time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And JC's good people, man. So
Was
I'll go ahead.
Was he the home of your very first coupon code?
And he was the home of my very first coupon code. And then I started getting coupon codes with all the vendors, right? And unfortunately, due to COVID, all the vendors had to stop doing all those discount codes for YouTube channels and things like that because COVID hurt all these guys. All their costs went up, right?
Yep.
They couldn't keep offering discounts. Okay, let's get that off of here right now. Michael B, is Arcade1Up doing any sales for 4th of July ahead of that big event on July 9th?
They sure are, PDUBS. They've always got limited time deals up there. So if you go over to their website, deals and offers, limited time deals, you can take a look at all the really cool shit that they have on sale right now. You can get the X-Men cab, which I've reviewed, the Killer Instinct cab, which I've reviewed, the Simpsons cab, which I've reviewed, the Marvel pinball table, which I've reviewed, the Star Wars pinball table, which I've reviewed, the Attack from Mars pinball table, which I've reviewed, the Pong countercade, which PDUBS reviewed, and then NBA Jam countercade. I love these deals on countercades. I wish shipping was a little bit cheaper because I would be all over one of these 2-player countercades, which we can't buy in Canada.
Mhm.
So a lot of really cool stuff on there. Big Blue, Midway Legacy for those people who might have done what I've done, sold my Midway Legacy, and you decided you didn't want the new one. So you can still go back and buy your old one again. And then Infinity Game battery packs on sale too. So lots of cool stuff for everybody to look through.
Yeah, the pinball machines are down to $5.99 on their website, and I think that's okay. I mean, they came in like the retail on these originally was what, $5.50, so that's only $50 more than what these originally retailed for. And coupled with the fact you can do the mystery hack on these and add, get yourself, well over 100 pinball games on them. Why not? Why not? If you have the time and the money, why not? So there you go. All right, let's get that off of there.
I mean, also as just like a pop-up solution, like if you don't want to go arsing around with connecting a PC to your table or something like that, and they actually just work and they're fun to play. Sure, the screen is 720p, you're going to get some jaggies, but it just works. It's fun, and it's got really great sound, right, Restalgia?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
There you
Wait
go.
a second. I think we got some leaks in the chat.
Hold on. We gotta do one thing real quick. So Visel, I love this question. If there was an arcade game on sale that you all would recommend someone get if they don't own it already, what would it be? Carl, what about for you, man? What do you have in your collection there that you would highly recommend?
I'm a big fan of Pac-Man, so they always have plenty of those. Miss Pac-Man is a favorite, slightly over a Pac-Man cabinet, but I think every house should have a Pac-Man. I think anybody comes over really enjoys that. I think whenever I have people over, that's the go-to cab that everyone flocks to. So at some point in time, I'll actually get one. They keep coming out with them, but it still hasn't got the mix of games and the style that I want just yet. But I think I really like the Miss Pac-Man, the color. I would love to see a what do you call it, the bigger cabs, the one panel.
Like the XL cabs?
The XL.
What, a Pro?
Yeah, I would like to have a Pro with Pac-Man just so I have a full cabinet Pac-Man.
I too like a full-bodied girl.
It's funny because we highly criticize Arcade1Up for releasing Pac-Man over and over and over and over. But you have to admit, if they made an XL Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, I think that thing would sell. I think people would buy it, because it would probably be as big as the what is the Bandai Namco arcade machine that's
Pixel Bash.
Pixel Bash. It
I've
would
been looking
probably
into
be
those,
around
yeah.
the size of that. Those are pretty small cabinets. They're not gigantic.
They're just
So-
deep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So here's the Arcade1Up internal meeting about making a XL or Pro Pac-Man cabinet. Someone will come up to the meeting and say, "Do you think a Pro Pac-Man cabinet would sell?" And then the people around the table would say, "Does a bear shit in the woods?"
Hey, Restalgia, if there was an Arcade1Up you could buy on a good sale, which one would it be? What would you recommend for viewers? They value your opinion above mine for sure.
Are you asking if every single machine that's ever been released was available again?
I'm just saying
Or
a
you
single
Yes.
machine. What would you
Yeah.
recommend?
Star
Yes.
Wars.
Star Wars. Okay.
Star Wars, without question.
What about you?
Star Wars is the best machine they've ever released, in my opinion.
What about you, Justin? What you got?
Yeah, I mean, Restalgia took Star Wars. I'm all about deals. I like saving money, so getting a Star Wars cabinet would be ideal because I've seen them for like $1,000, even $2,000 in box on eBay.
Mhm.
But let's erase that. Like, let's assume they don't have any stock of Star Wars. I would say something like an X-Men or a Ridge Racer T2. I'm sorry, I'm saying a couple, but the reason why, it's more about that price. Let's say these end up going for a few $100s, but on the website they're available for $700. Like, you're saving a lot of money. So I saw the early list, and I saw they were, according to again, it could all change, right? But the early list was several cabinets and a single price. And if that's the case, I literally went, what's the most expensive one? Okay, X-Men's the most expensive one I don't have. That's the one I want.
Now, circling back here, you said we had a leak in our live chat. Did I miss it? What was it?
It was B telling people to wait.
He's telling people not to buy.
Like, don't buy right now. Wait till July 9th.
Okay.
Because there's sales right now. And I was checking to see if he was talking about pinball, because we were just talking about pinball.
Yeah.
But I don't know if pinball is going to be a part of the discounts. Does Mike say the answer is no? Yeah, but you don't know the entire list.
I do. It's the Frogger Countercade. Okay. That's it.
They're not going to go partner with the Red Cross.
They've got a warehouse full of Frogger Countercades. No. They can't make them Galaga anymore. They've just got to sell them.
Yeah.
Funny.
They need a free Q*bert, and the company will last forever. I mean, they are literally on a ticking timeline right now. Like, if they don't release Q*bert, they're going to be sitting around one day going, where did we go wrong? What could have saved our business? It would have been a Frogger cabinet.
I think if you look at history, we saw it where Replicate did the Dragon's Lair, and then Arcade1Up was like, shit, man, Replicate's selling these Dragon's Lairs. We should do that. So now that Replicate sold the Q*berts, hopefully the same thing will happen.
So, real quick, people are asking about my Defender Partycade. So, my friends, as well as the MCAP Discord channel, the best Discord channel on Discord, we were all talking, and everyone convinced me when the Defender Partycade was on sale for $125 to pick it up. So I did order the Defender Partycade last Friday. QVC, it took them 6 days. They just shipped it late yesterday. So it's on its way. I might have now. I'm not even going to get it till after the holiday weekend, but I'm going to get my first Arcade1Up party kit. I always thought these things were kind of silly, like they're tall and skinny, and
they are silly.
But everyone says this is like the greatest product that Arcade1Up has ever done, next to the Star Wars cabinet. So I need to check this out. So for $125, I threw money away. We'll see what happens, but it should be coming very soon. Now
I have 3 words to describe the Defender Partycade.
Yep.
Catalina wine mixer.
Pow! Is the Defender Partycade the Catalina wine mixer? Let us know in the live chat. Now we're gonna come back and talk Arcade1Up, because we gotta talk, and probably the highlight of the show is the Arcade1Up Dragon's Lair cabinet. But we got to get some of this other stuff out of the way first. So don't go anywhere, guys. Guess what? iiRcade Gold Editions are shipping finally. They managed to squeeze 20 of them on a container, and you got 20 of them coming. Obviously, they pre-sold way more than 20 cabinets. I loved it when they announced, like, hey, guys, we found a container that had some space, and we paid, the person who owned the container, like, we paid for that space. Because that's what companies are doing. They're sharing containers now to save on costs. And we managed to fit 20 machines on there. So 20 machines are on the way, but more machines will be coming after we get more space on more containers. But people in their groups were like, that's it. They only sold 20. This company's going out of business. You know what I mean? It cracks me up when I see that stuff. They're not going out of business.
I'm upset. I didn't get a t-shirt.
Yeah. Tyler Fisher, $5, sold all of his cabs. He's only waiting on XL versions. What will the next XL version be besides NBA Jam? And Tyler is notorious for posting photos of himself wearing jean shorts. My fellow brother in jorts, the next XL cabinet is going to be Michael B. Tell him. Because I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm assuming that the XL cabinets are kind of reserved for like mainly sports and bar type titles. So there's a theory out there that the next shooter game might be a XL cabinet. So maybe Time Crisis. I've got a feeling maybe we'll see Buck Hunter again someday.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
What if they don't make any more? He just sold all of his cabinets and.
What if
that was pretty bold of him to do. He was like, "I'm here for the XLs."
Because
that's a bold move. That's a bold move, Cotton.
I'm having a feeling that Golden Tee didn't do very well.
You know why?
Why?
Because it had
It's
a
those
TN monitor.
damn YouTubers and their stupid dogs.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. So far, I've only heard of one other person going through the same issue as me with their Golden Tee cabinet. So hopefully, he had it for about as long as I did, a couple of months, and then it died on him. So hopefully, it's not as big as the Tempest thing, like what's going on with those encoder boards, right? Hopefully, it's just a small thing.
I
But
bet they forgot to put the capacitor on the encoder, and they're just. I bet if you take a voltmeter and put it on the ground and put it on the voltage, they'll be like, "Boo!" That encoder chip is gone.
Possibly. But there are 20 gold cabinets on the way with plenty more to come. Did anyone here on the panel get a gold edition cabinet? And are you hoping you're one of the 20? What about Michael B? You're hoping, right? You ordered Dead Cells, right?
Yeah, I got a Dead Cells coming, and I was the lucky winner of a T-shirt, so pretty excited about that. Carl, did you jump in and get a gold edition?
I did not. I would only want it because it have a backlit marquee, but that's not big enough change to justify it for me.
Look at Glenn's retro show. Out of those 20, 19 are coming to me. Start a riot, Glenn. You're gonna start a riot. Restalgia, what about you? Were you interested in any of the golds?
I like the way they look. I didn't buy one though. I think I'm going to swing a pass on this generation of devices from iArcade. Like Carl said, the changes are aesthetic. For me, I'm happy with the machine that I've got. I actually do like the modern look of the original machine, so I'm going to stick pretty there.
Okay. Now I have Space Invaders coming, so I'm excited about that. I think that's going to look great. Once Space Invaders gets here, I'll be probably, because I'm keeping Retromania, I'm probably going to sacrifice my Dragon's Lair cabinet.
Who own? Wait, is that 4 iArcades you own?
No, I only have 2 right now. I have the Retromania and the Dragon's Lair behind me, but I'll end up putting that Space Invaders right there in that spot. And I'll probably have to get rid of Dragon's Lair or something. So we'll see. Probably do a giveaway. We'll see. We got a lot of people in the chat who pre-ordered Space Invaders. Does iArcade have Space Invaders yet? Honestly, my speculation is they're waiting for the cabinet to come out. Like,
fair.
It would be really
that bought the cab play the game first.
Yeah, I don't think they want to repeat like Retromania Wrestling and other cabinets where like the cabinet shipped, and the game wasn't available. You know what I mean? It's kind of silly, right? Like the game should be all ready to go day one with these cabinets. So that's probably going to happen. So, excuse me. Will Space Invaders actually be available to play? Yep, we just speculated on that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be ready to go by the time the cabinets are in people's hands, is what I'm speculating. Because it's the only thing that makes sense. It's been a year since they announced Space Invaders. Where's the game, bro? Minus that, they also released another dodging traffic racing motorcycle game today in their store. That's the only game that got released today. I'm not a big fan of dodging traffic motorcycle games, so don't kill me. So, not too excited about that one. I want to actually race other people. But did any of you guys get a chance to check out this new game that they announced?
I have not.
I'm just shocked that you skipped asking me if I bought a gold edition.
Did you buy gold edition?
I did buy a gold edition.
You did? Which one did you get?
Nobody cares.
Which one did you get?
I got the Space Invaders.
Nice.
Remember? Because I'm gonna consoleize my previous generation. Remember I said that?
Oh yes. You have to, guys. You have to. I am so scatterbrained. It's sad.
Are you going to develop a kit? A console kit? For the iArcade?
Maybe I'll make a video that was like, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of, I mean, man, if they could do those sales again, imagine these new generation come out, and then they're like, hey, let's go ahead and liquidate our first generation. Let's sell them for like $200. Be like, hey, you want to turn it into a console? Because you only have to buy the game once, and it'll play on multiple machines.
So this is the game that got released, Retro Highway. It came out, this game was released in November 2021, and it's just a, kind of a dodging traffic. It's got retro graphics, which, there's a lot
cool.
There are a lot of indie games out there taking advantage of nostalgia, going after the retro graphic and design on games. There's so much stuff on Steam that I've been buying lately, but I just want to race other people. Yeah, they have another driver here, but I think that's more like a ghost for time. Like, I don't think you're not actually racing somebody. You know what I mean? You're just dodging traffic, collecting coins and stuff. This isn't my kind of racing game. Now, if once they start putting racing games where I got like PDUBS, it's lap 3 and you're in 10th, you better, Days of Thunder it, Rubbin's racing and get to the finish line. Once we see some of those games, I'll get super excited about racing games on this cabinet. But me personally, I don't like dodging traffic racing games. It's just not my thing. I also like games like Road Rash, Twisted Metal. I do like battle car games and stuff, so that would be cool. So, but yeah, there you go. So that got released. Some people in the live chat said they like it. Some people in the live chat said they hate it. So
if you could kick other players, then I would be in. Road Rash was my game.
Yep. Michael B. That's all that's going on with iArcade now. AtGames.
Whoa! Any new online games today, or was that it?
Oh, what did get added online? It's
you got to remember, there's online editions every Friday.
Now, what is it? Hold on a minute. We got console kits. What's going on here?
That iArcade game that you showed, I'm not trying to bash it, but it totally makes me think of this Forrest Gump game. And have you ever played this Forrest Gump game?
No, I haven't.
Justin, every game's like a box of
right.
chocolate.
I mean, we've played these games a million times with different characters,
like on your phone, right?
Right.
But like the actual coin and the artwork, like the color scheme, the themes, that's, you know what I mean? Like it's straight up.
It does look a lot like that. That is very, very similar.
Yeah.
Dark Seal went online. I love the Dark Seal games. Dark Seal 1 and 2. What are they called? Like Wizard Fire, Tower of Doom 2, something. I can't remember what they call them, but that's now co-op gameplay enabled. What else? Do you guys remember? Big Striker? Usually the online games, they end up putting them on the new attract mode. So usually just watch this attract mode and see what pops up. So, ooh, I like that logo right there.
Right? That's really sharp.
Did you see that?
Yeah. They have t-shirts on that with that now, right?
All right.
Is that their Gen 2 logo?
So that's the Combat Tribes, right?
Combat
Tribes.
Right, yeah,
was that already online?
I think that just got released. Oh man, I'm rusty, guys. I haven't been able to pay attention to the home arcade space like I usually do. Yep. All right. Oh, here we go. I knew Antisocial Hero would be here for us. Bang Bead, Hellfire Dark Sea. I like Bang Bead. You guys like? It's like a cheesy Windjammers, wouldn't you say?
I've never heard of it.
No, Michael B's an elitist. It's not Windjammers. He's never touched it. So, there you go. Thanks so much for sharing the online games because we were slacking and we forgot to take notes on them. All right, Michael B.
Guys.
Before we spend a good deal of time over analyzing Dragon's Lair, you want to tell people about what happened with Nintendo and Sega and why you're so hyped for it?
Yeah, so as you guys know, I'm a huge Nintendo Switch online fan, especially the console games. Love the fact that they have the original controllers, so you get that real, it's not exactly playing the retro console, but at least you have the controller. You get the same feel that you would get playing the original, and part of the expansion pack has been the addition of the Sega Genesis. And I would argue it's probably one of the strongest libraries that they have on the Nintendo Switch Online, because every single time there's always a stealth drop. You never know what's coming. And we get absolute fire every single time. This time we've got, I don't know if you got a video loaded up, PDUBS, but we've got
keep talking.
Yeah,
stalling
so
for
we've
time.
and it was awesome.
Wait, wait. You Canadians talk a little slower. Give me a little more time to get there. Go.
So we got the Coming Zone, eh? And then we got the Wily Wars.
Here we go.
Zero
Console
Wing. All your base belong to us. And
Is
also
that the all your base? That
Yeah.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so and they're there. So all your base belong to us. And then the last one was one I had never heard of. I think it was like Target Earth. And I watched RGT85 play it a little bit in his video earlier, and it looks just bananas. Like, this is probably not my jam. I got to play it to decide. This is the only kind of stinker bargain bin game out of the lot, but everything else is just
I don't like those bargain bin games. This is the one I looked at. I was like, this is one of those games that I played in the late 80s, early 90s that no one knew about. And I was like, this game's fire. I'm never returning it to the rental store.
And then he sold it on Whatnot to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Yeah, Mega Man, the Wily Wars, pretty much everything that was on the Genesis, the first iteration of the Genesis Classic or Genesis Mini that we got has showed up on this Nintendo Switch Online now. So we got Mega Man, the Wily Wars, which is a really cool version of the original 3 Mega Man games, I think it is. Yeah, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Juicy Time is here. Welcome to the show.
Moat is here as well. And Moat, as we learned this week, he's Mike of all trades. I'm most Mike of some trades.
Everyone, make sure you check out Moat on YouTube. Moat does a good job. All right, what else we got here, Mike? Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. But honestly, it's just such a breath of fresh air compared to like the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo lineups, which have been the drizzling shits for like most of last year. If we ever get a release, it's usually bargain bin crap like Congo's Caper, and which is okay. I mean, that's a Joe and Back game, but like we just haven't got any substance. And Sega Genesis is just like, here's all our best games. Here's just an amazing library. So very cool for the Sega Genesis love being showed on the Nintendo console, where they're showing no Nintendo love for some reason.
All right. Well, I got to give one more shout out, guys. And that's to this guy right here, because he's been cranking out stuff like crazy. And that's Endless 1UP. So I got my Valve Steam Deck, and looking for game recommendations to play on my Valve Steam Deck, I check out Endless 1UP on YouTube, as well as I check out Factor of Games. They used to be called Fat Old Gamers, but they had to change their name for some reason. Someone else, I guess, had the name, and they wanted them to change their name. So now they're called Factor of Games. Both of those guys, every day, multiple Valve Steam Deck videos of demonstrating games to play. And it's helped me. It's helped me purchase games on Steam watching those two channels. So Endless, keep up the good work, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Check him out. He does great stuff.
I really like when people have clever titles. So his show title is What's on Deck?
Yeah. What's on Deck is the name of the series. It's perfect. It's like the perfect title. There you go.
I would like to shout out a YouTuber if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
There's a content creator that's, I don't know, he hasn't really made content recently. Like, he just like took a break forever, right? And if you want to share the screen, he's been making some pretty good content recently. You guys may have never heard of him, but he does a lot of videos related to like elephants and big, I don't know. But, and then AutoBleem, he does, better game controllers and this new version of AutoBleem. And it just, and he did the gun for IR, the IR. I can't pronounce anything tonight.
Yeah.
Really great voiceover work. You may notice the background. This guy, you gotta check out his channel. Really spectacular. His name is Restalgia. And
he's back.
I liked it. I watched it and I liked it. Look, I'm subscribed. Look, notifications turned on. All of a sudden my phone actually got notifications. It was spectacular.
Do me a favor, go to his main channel page where you actually see his videos. Guys,
see? This one I only watched a little bit because it kind of sucked, but yeah.
Well, scroll up a little bit to the top. Scroll up a little bit to the top. You'll notice he has come out from under the rock. He's got a video from 3 days ago. He's got a video from 4 days ago.
I know.
2 videos in 1 week.
Come on, this guy's banging it out.
Are you back, baby? Are you back?
I'm getting there. I'm aiming for at least one video a week. So if I can squeeze 2 out, then I will.
If I can say something, yes, the videos are good, but I will warn people: never meet your heroes, because if you do run across this guy in real life, he is an absolute piece of shit.
I do my best, Mike. I do my best.
It's like if I could squeeze 2 out. What did you say? If I could squeeze 2 out, I will.
Yeah, if I can squeeze 2 out, I will.
I told my wife the same thing on our anniversary. It didn't happen.
You had to take 2 dumps on your anniversary.
Well, I was going to say.
Oh wait! Hold on. We
gotta
gotta fix things. So we are prepared if Michael B and Restalgia need to be separated from a fight. Console Kids is just gonna sit in the middle and eat the popcorn and watch these guys. So yeah, but yeah,
it's
thoroughly
Canada.
entertained right now.
It's Canada Day. It's Canada Day. I cannot attack my Canadian brother. I love Restalgia. I'm so glad he's back on YouTube. He's one of my favorite content creators. You know, he's not like these other guys that are the absolute scum of the earth, relying on like these emulation videos and stealing ROMs to get by. That's what I like about Restalgia. Yeah. He's got really good, solid content.
All right.
I do my best, Mike. I do my best.
Guys, Mike, we talked about what got released on the Nintendo for the Sega Online, right? Did you mention the Nintendo Direct while I was pulling up assets? The mini Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, we had that. It was like a mini Nintendo Direct, and it was like no Nintendo games. It was all third-party publishers, and that seems like such a foreign concept for Nintendo ever since the N64 that they'd have third-party publishers. But yeah, there were a lot of game announcements, and at first, when it was announced that it was going to be a mini Direct focused on third-party releases, everybody was like, well, this isn't what we wanted. But everybody came out of it and was like, that was the best Direct we've gotten in a long time. We got some really hot shit. Persona games are finally coming to Nintendo Switch. I kind of felt that was a possibility, where they were also announced that they were coming to Xbox Live. We got more of this Monster Hunter Rise stuff. I've never been a big Monster Hunter guy. I ended up just getting a Humble Bundle last month, and I got World for the first time, so maybe I'll get into it. We've also got Nier Automata finally coming to Nintendo Switch. I love this game. I played it on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Really, really cool. What else was there? There was just so much stuff. There was also a new Dragon Quest Monsters game, but they're calling it Dragon Quest Travelers. This game looked really cool.
What? Return of Monkey Island?
Yeah, Return of Monkey Island. Yep.
Oh my gosh, this game is so good.
Yeah,
hey, real
dope as well.
Real quick, $5 donation from Mike Osuna. Thanks for all the laughs tonight, and your passion is endless for this hobby and educating us and sharing. We're assuming that you're speaking for all of us. So
he's talking about Restalgia.
Or is he just talking about, you know what, this is just Detroit love. It's got to be Detroit love.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but thank you. We greatly appreciate the donation. Return to Monkey Island. Why do you like this game? Why do you like this game so much?
It's old school, like Lucasfilm, right? This is the Monkey Island. This is the Monkey Island game, right? They made like 2 or 3 of these, and they were fantastic.
I never played them.
There's a handful of games that I would play with my wife, and Monkey Island sounds horrible.
Great stuff, man. I love the fact that as we're talking, Justin's helping us he's putting in work. He's pulling up assets, saving me time, so I can also focus on our live chat. I mean, what the hell?
Did someone say Monkey Island?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I have
Escape from Monkey Island, right?
I have no idea.
I'm the only one that does.
I never want to escape.
So my favorite thing ever. We wrote 19K Fox earlier and said, "Are you going to be on the show?" And he was like, "Sorry guys, I'm out with my wife tonight." And then he was like, "The hell with you, honey. I got to get home with the boys."
Well, you know what out with the wife means. You know, we were watching Stranger Things.
Oh, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I know.
He's talking about Netflix.
When Superman at the end flies in and kills everybody, that was crazy. I may be mixing up my genres. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to show off real quick, guys. Arcade1Up's new shirts. Check this out.
Where'd you get that?
That's awesome. Check this. So this is
wait, hold on.
That's a fan made.
That's the new. No, that's the new legacy. And check this one out.
That's a custom job.
Look at that.
Those shirts are terrible.
Yeah.
I would
only at 19kfox.com.
Available nowhere.
Can I comment on this? Those shirts are terrible. Like
These
there's
are
no
gorgeous.
dragon's
That's
blood.
Predator
There's no
vision. That is-
upside
that is-
down stuff. Like
That
it's
is
just-
Predator vision.
Wait a minute. You modded t-shirts.
So-
These aren't real t-shirts.
Okay,
You modded some
So,
t-shirts.
so here's what happened. See, so
Modded
Arcade1Up can barely get a cabinet together, let alone t-shirts. I thought that I would just do a little R&D for them.
that a
So everybody
medium?
in the chat, let me know which one.
So this is, by the way, I was watching the Top Gun Maverick movie today, and the entire time I was just looking at this guy going, "That's freaking 19K5."
That was not supposed to.
100%.
I was told that was cut from the movie. I didn't know.
This is what you're gonna look like in 10 years, dude. You're still gonna look sexy.
Look at his t-shirt looks washed out.
It's just like the cabinet. Look at that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's good.
Fox, welcome to the show, man. Greatly happy to see you.
So sorry I'm late, guys. I apologize.
Yep, modded t-shirts, baby. Modded.
Hell
Zero
yeah.
Hero wants more mother effing Monkey Island.
No,
dude.
right?
He's a big fan of that. I've never played the Monkey Island games. I gotta check this out.
Fun.
I gotta
I don't
check
know, it's
this
a
out.
fun game.
All right. So to cap off the show, we got to talk about what many people are saying is possibly the best Arcade1Up since Star Wars. That's Dragon's Lair. Now, BCog, do me a favor, don't copyright claim us for stealing your content, but none of us have the cabinet. But I want to get your feedback in the live chat. Is this thing the best thing since Star Wars? Was Tron better? Is this thing just as good as Tron? Or is this thing just being overhyped and it's not that good? While the live chat is typing, Fox, what's your reaction, first impressions to Dragon's Lair? Did Arcade1Up hit a home run?
Not a cabinet I was looking forward to. Not a cabinet I have a ton of nostalgia for.
Mm-hmm.
But this looks really good. This looks really good. What is going on with Arcade1Up? It's a little weird. It's like they get so close with some cabinets and completely like a swing and a miss. And then for some reason, they pick these cabinets to go. They're like, listen, no, we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to get this right. We're going to invest the time and effort. And they come out. And when they do that, we see the result. I don't care where you are, what side of the fence you line up on. This is a great looking cabinet. It's a great representation of what Dragon's Lair was.
I actually have some insight into it. What happened was Dragon's Lair was actually made before the legacy cabinets were made. And they were going to put BOE monitors in the legacy cabinets, but they spent so much money on the packaging for Dragon's Lair, they didn't have money for the BOE monitors.
Oh, I got to call somebody now.
This is breaking my head because there's two Michael B's on the stream, and I don't know which one's talking.
You know what? You know what I see right here? Look right here. Look right here. Look at that big smile on Mike of All Trades' face. Look at Mo. He looks so happy.
I know, right?
Now Mo's getting this, right? He's getting this.
I don't know.
Well,
Hold on,
I was giving him a hard time the whole time. I was like, your finger's on the order, but
all right, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh,
here it comes. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Possibly the best smile on YouTube. It's coming. It's coming. Would you smile already, dude? I got a show to. I got a show to run here. Whatever. He would look adorable. He's all like,
I think the reason why Tron did so well is because they spent 2 years developing it.
Yeah.
Evidently, if you put that much product time into it.
They had plenty of time. Nooner says she's a Butte Clark. I've seen a lot. Yeah, he never smiles. And look at how happy he looked at that shot.
You can't fight that. Come on. That's pure joy.
Made me smile, guys. We're all about positivity here. We're all about positivity.
One smiles.
It's funny when Michael B was talking, I didn't realize he was on the left side. I was like, what's his mouth?
See what I mean?
Yeah. Carl, I got to get your thoughts, man. What do you think about this Dragon's Lair?
I'm with the live group here. Tron definitely is a much better looking cabinet. I got the Dragon's Lair on here. It's not a game that I'm a big fan of. I love the sounds. I just have it playing in the background. I suck at it, but it's one of those games that you just have to have in your arcade. It's a nice game. It's tough to play. It's memory based. I have a poor memory, and so I suck.
All right. You see my face right here? Look at my face. You see how grumpy I look on that? Oh my god, I almost look like a bird.
Do you have the Sword of Omen in your hand? What is
that? Was word of sword.
Sword of Omens. Give me sight.
You about to call the Thundercats? What the hell's going on?
All right, so I was happy. I was excited. I brought my sword, and then we saw something that really upset me during this video. So, right here in this camera shot, we see BCog, and I have a problem when it comes to people building their Arcade1Up cabinets. Michael B, do you know what that is?
when they
doesn't
build the
have
riser.
jean
Second one?
shorts.
With their barefoot.
He's not wearing.
they're
shoes.
He's
bare.
not wearing shoes.
Oh.
No protective footwear, no safety whatsoever in case.
Oh,
he
gosh.
smashes. All right, so watch me. He's gonna adjust the camera here, and you'll see me with like this disgusted look on my face, and that's
come
because
on.
I'm like, why is he not wearing effing shoes?
Yeah.
Look at me. Look how pissed I look. Look at how pissed I look. I was in my head. I was like, why is he not wearing effing shoes?
Always wear shoes when building cabinets.
I think we have to step back. We're in
Look
his
at right
home.
here. Look, I
You're
look
in
so
his
angry.
home, though. If you go into somebody's house and they're wearing one shoe and one sock.
Look at how pissed I look. Look
Yeah,
at.
but he's gonna bang his toe, right?
They're his
right here. I was
toes to
like,
bang.
he's gonna break a toe.
That's fair.
That sounded
Right
bad.
there, he could have broken a toe.
Oh, boom.
Like, I was,
Yep.
Oh.
He probably did hurt it.
What is wrong with you, man? Don't
He's
cover
got
up your
problems.
weird foot fetish and say I don't
Yeah.
like people don't wear shoes.
was so-
You're just too fixated on the feet. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
So angry.
feet.
I was so
think
angry. I was like, why won't this boy put on shoes? Look at this. Tony, he's building his Capcom legacy right now. Shoeless.
Shoeless foot builds.
Cats and dogs living together. It's mass hysteria.
Man, you guys are gross. You guys are nasty. Anyone
PDUBS, I
showing
can't tell if you are serious. Do you actually need to put your shoes on to build an arcade cabinet in your own home?
He puts his
What?
shoes on to take
It's
a dump.
protection.
On
It's
his
protection.
anniversary, he squeezed
Protection
two out
from
with his
what?
shoes on.
Wait.
Can you imagine dropping in this like 40-pound riser on your freaking, toe and breaking your toe? Oh my god.
Do you wear your shoes when you vacuum your house?
Yes, especially when I vacuum my house.
Oh, I love the comment from Zero Hero. So thanks so much, Harold, for building your cabinet barefoot. Just don't post any pictures on the
Nope.
Super GameRoom Dudes Facebook fan page, which, by the way, guys, if you want to join an awesome Facebook group and arcade and gaming community, link is in the video description below for the Super GameRoom Dudes Facebook group. Make sure
Oh yeah,
you
there it
join
is.
that.
Oh,
Hold on.
look at that.
Hold on a minute.
Oh,
hold on.
yeah.
Hold on.
In your
Wait,
face.
hold on. Whoa, what is this? What the
That's
heck
Oh
is
no!
this? What is
Is it
this?
B?
Oh.
It's B.
It's-
No.
What is going on?
The attack of the foot.
What is happening?
That is
I don't even know.
Follow the
I heard
foot
you
plan.
talking smack about my shoes.
We have
I had
gone.
Wear
to take
shoes.
a break from my dinner. This tomahawk and
Where-
feet just tasted
he's-
so delicious.
He's
I just had to come back and share the love with everybody.
You're nasty.
Eating food
You're
barefoot.
nasty. Oh my god.
Never put your feet on the table, but I just had to come back.
B, what are you doing, man? You got
I
P-Dubs all hot and bothered now.
I know. I mean, he's gonna look at that later on and be like, toes. There's the wifey eating the tomahawk.
She's shocked. She's horrified.
I know. It's so delicious. But come on, I have carpet upstairs. Who's wearing shoes on their carpet, people? I mean,
You're
Dubs, come on.
building furniture like it's functional
What?
furniture. You're gonna
But
break
it's
a toe, damn
carpet.
it. Safety
You want to
first.
get your shoes that you've worn outside?
Don't you have
on a
inside
carpet?
shoes? I have inside shoes.
Inside shoes. Okay,
least-
I'm
at
too
least
cheap to
first
have
one-
inside shoes. I'm sorry. I need to have one set of shoes outside.
Every single
And-
person I
Whoa,
ever,
whoa, whoa,
every
whoa.
house
And
in
we go
California I
barefoot
went to
outside.
has sandals on the inside.
Well,
my
inside
God.
shoes. Are there other people at your living environment at Del Boca Vista, Justin?
Sorry, I have flat feet, so
All right, we
like
gotta
100% flat. So
Well, the Canadians don't allow you to walk in their house
Shoes
with
help.
shoes on anyway, so
a pair of
It's a tradition.
everyone's without shoes.
Motown.
I'm confused. I still don't understand.
I'm
if
not
PDUBS is
wearing
being
shoes
serious
right now,
Motown.
but
sorry,
I am
but
wearing
he's being serious.
socks.
All right.
least-
This
At least put some Crocs on or something.
it,
All
it
right.
got a little weird, but my favorite part of this video was I saw it afterwards. Somebody put a comment in my comments about Mrs. Kong's or Us. Her facial expression when I forgot to plug in the back screen. And she turns to the camera and she's just this like shaking of her head like I just was an absolute fail was my favorite part. So
Yeah.
happens a little bit further on, but
She's
he
like,
was
what a
he was good.
loser.
Exactly. Doesn't even read the instructions. Who needs
Yeah,
instructions?
you're supposed to have that video.
Right?
Loser.
Yes,
No.
Scarpad. I live in Arizona in the desert. You're gonna step on a damn scorpion. It's true.
In your house?
What is this?
Anything
Like
close.
you was about to choose build the
Shoes
first
build the
gas
first
cost
gas.
313.
Kong's 313.
Oh my god, that's so
Goodbye,
funny.
everybody.
Thanks.
See
Get
you
that off
later.
there. All right.
Enjoy.
Get that off of there, bro.
That's why. Whoa! I didn't. I'm not wearing shoes either.
Okay, so let's get back to this cabinet.
I love life.
I love lamp.
What we were doing. What are we doing here? Oh,
what we have here. Oh,
all right, here we go. All right, so where were we? Carl, did you get a chance to talk before the flip showed up? Okay. Console kits. Is this going to end up in your house?
I do like the idea. There's many people that comment about how great Tron, Dragon's Lair, Star Wars are. These are classic arcades. Arcade1Up did a decent job on most of them. They all look great. There's some. We'll find out if there's any Dragon's Lair issues, but Tron had a little problem with its stick. You know, Star Wars worked out pretty well. I can't pull the trigger on Dragon's Lair just mainly because of the game is. Yep, just it's not appealing to me. I never played it when I was a kid, so I have no nostalgia towards it. I have no nostalgia towards the IP. At best, the stretch is it kind of looks like an old Disney movie. I respect the title, but
yeah, well, actually, Don Bluth used to work for Disney back in the day, so that's why.
Yeah.
Michael B, you actually pre-ordered this, and you're waiting for it to come from the Brick in Canada.
Yep, the Brick in Canada. I think it's going to be a while yet. I don't think we're going to get our cabs anytime soon. We'll see, but I can't wait to get it. I'm jealous of all you guys that already have it direct from 1UP. This thing looks like an absolute winner. We talked a lot on Beacon Stream about the trinity of Arcade1Up cabs, the ones they really put the time, effort, and respect into that some of these cabs deserve. And it is Star Wars, Tron, and Dragon's Lair. Just all of them are breathtaking cabs. You can feel whatever way you want to feel about the games. They're varied quality, but I mean, in terms of cabinet design, looking at this from an art perspective, like a purely aesthetic perspective, these are just the tops.
Look at these two cabinets next to each other. Now, I don't have Tron, I don't have Dragon's Lair, but you have to admit, that looks kind of cool, these two cabinets side by side. You have to admit that. I mean, that looks pretty nice.
I will say, I did have a thought when it was, what if at the sale on July 9th, Tron ends up being included in these deep discounts. Someone commented on my video, they're like, oh man, if I could get Tron for a couple $100, that would be amazing.
That'd be crazy.
And I thought to myself, like, I would totally do that for Tron. I'm not sure I would do that for Dragon's Lair. I'm sorry, Mike. I have to
no, it's okay.
Tell you I'm not trying to bash it. It's just like it's not in me.
Listen, man, there's no judgment here.
Okay.
Everybody's allowed to play whatever way they want to play. I don't believe anybody else should do anything that they're. I would never go out and say you have to buy Star Wars. You have to buy the Star Wars Arcade1Up.
No, you have to, and you have to like it.
Yeah, do it now.
But like, I really like it, and I'd say, like, listen, man, I think, in my opinion, that's the best one they still put out to this day, and I'll just say that.
Although the collector in me.
What I found interesting is there were a couple people who actually played through the game, and they said at the end of the game, when you get to the final scene with Daphne, that the audio is out of sync. But they didn't say that the audio was out of sync on the game with the movie that's playing, because it's a movie. Up until that point, like, it's just at that final scene. And I was looking at it to myself, I was like, would that bother me? Because I will never ever get to that scene. But then again, something had to be wrong with this cabinet, right? Because everything else is perfect, right?
Maybe it's just a laser disc is skipping at that scene. Maybe.
Wait. And I know Restalgia is going to call me a shill for saying this, because that's the kind of person Restalgia is. Never meet your heroes, friends. But anyways, wait until there's more footage out there of the cabs. That's all I will say. Just wait, because
Mike,
right now we're getting early reports.
Chill
there
for Arcade1Up that has ever existed.
No,
why are you telling
that's
people to wait till there's more No, people should make immediate assumptions
based on some shaky camera footage.
Exactly, based off of absolutely no information.
No judgment whatsoever. Just do it. Yes,
all right.
Exactly.
All impulse. I'm with you.
So, final thoughts. Is it a win for Arcade1Up? Do we go from Mortal Kombat 30th, where a lot of us are like, it's average, or it's a below average, or it's slightly above average, but no one was screaming this cabinet is amazing, right? I have a feeling a lot of people are going to review this cabinet and say that it's wonderful. It's a great purchase. Are they correct? Is this a win for Arcade1Up? Are we finally going to say they did something really, really good? Might have a little emulation problem towards the end, but can be updated via firmware, via USB. What's final thoughts? Is this a win, or is it too much hype and it's a loss? What do you guys think? Anybody jump in?
Yes,
I don't think it's a. Go ahead. I don't think it's a win. I don't think it has mass appeal enough to consider it a win. But does it satisfy the niche market that for the people that want it? I think they'll be happy with it. But it's not a win because it's not going to have mass appeal.
What Carl said.
Yeah, I think Mike's going to say it's a massive win because he thinks everything Arcade1Up does is a massive win.
That's fair. That makes sense.
But no, I'm joking. But I think it looks really good. I think in terms of the design itself, it's going to be in the top 3 of the best machines visually that they've released. But like Carl said, the game, it's got mass enough appeal that they made a dedicated cabinet for it, but I don't think it's going to be even in their top 10 best sellers. I think this is going to be the ones that really fits a very niche market that people who are super nostalgic for that game are going to pick it up.
This must be a Canada Day miracle because I completely agree with everything Restalgia said there. I know,
wonderful.
I know.
Mounties are crying everywhere.
You're coming to the dark side, Mike.
Yeah, but I think Carl nailed it right on the head. And I think Arcade1Up knew that too. This is not one they put out through retailer. It's a special reserve directly from Arcade1Up. This is something they're giving back to the community. That's why they wanted to put it in all the special packaging to make it feel special. But they knew this wasn't Blitz. They knew this wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom 2, something that's going to bring new consumers in. This is a present to all us dedicated 80s fans who want a cool shit.
Remember, this was like they didn't really even want to do it, right? No. But the community got together and kind of said, please, can you do this? And they're doing it direct to their website, just like they said, and then also at the Brick, because Brick is really cool. And they'll
and I agree. It's a gift to the fans. I mean, the fans have helped shape the cabinets to be where they are today, and they're giving them back to the fans. The people want it. It'd be just like Cubert, you know. It's if they made that cabinet, it's not going to have the mass appeal, but the people that get it and love it will appreciate it. So,
let's give them credit where it's due too, because this. Like you were saying, Justin, this is kind of like a gift. They actually spent a lot of time thinking about it, and then they gave us, a render of the first version that they designed, and it had a plugin for a mobile phone. And then everyone was like, "What the hell?" So then they took that back to the drawing board, and they added a different monitor up there, so that way you don't have to plug anything in. I actually think they did a really good job with this process. Now, I wish they would do this with all their machines. I think that would be really awesome if they put as much thought and effort into every machine as they did this one. I think they would just have a winning formula at that stage.
If PDUBS started a Cubert petition, could we get that Cubert made just like the community got Dragon's Lair made? Is that possible?
Listen, man, they got the license. They got everything. It's just going to take someone to convince them that Cubert can move. I don't understand why they, like, in the same sentence that we're talking about, they made a Dragon's Lair cabinet. How the hell don't you make a Cubert cabinet? Cubert was in Pixels. Cubert is everywhere. It's one of the most iconic arcade games of all time. How the hell have they not made a Cubert cabinet?
Yep. All right. Go ahead, Carl.
Well, for one, they don't have the joystick in stock to just throw into a Cubert. I mean, the Cubert has a unique joystick that they would have to specially make for that purpose, and they really have to decide, is it worth making that unique joystick for this unique cabinet for the sales that they'll get out of it. So will they do it? Probably. Anytime soon? Probably not.
So I threw it in the live chat. I said, would you sign PDUBS Cubert petition if I made one?
You should do it.
Let me see those yeses, baby. Show me the support. Show me that we are going to free Cubert from prison and get Cubert made by Arcade1Up. And in the meantime, Hobby Hands, $5 donation. I love this comment. If you're looking to recreate the feel of an 80s, 90s arcade, you put Star Wars, Tron, Dragon's Lair in your home arcade. Almost a must. I think I would have to agree with him. I think that those three cabinets side by side is a killer setup in your house. What do you guys think?
I think that's the win. Not so much the cabinet, but the fact that this was for the fans, and it's kind of a deep cut, and it's fairly arcade specific. That's the win. That encourages me that maybe, just maybe, they'll come out with a Q*bert or whatever, something that everybody's kind of jonesing for.
Alien
That's
versus
not,
Predator.
Don't tease me. Stop it. It's too close to my heart.
So,
right.
guys, just I want to bring this one up, but Carl, this one's for you too. So we just saved Arcade1Up a bunch of R&D money. Q*bert is just a 4-way joystick turned 45 degrees. So
I was going to say
Not
that.
really, not really. True.
The
true,
cabinet
but
is
not
making
really.
itself right now.
But couldn't they get away with it though?
Probably they
It'll
probably
be playable.
people would complain.
Hashtag
hashtag playable.
Hashtag
I think-
playable.
Going back to Q*bert, I bet the partner has never asked for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain
Walmart?
John has said that before. No. I don't mean the retailer. I mean the publisher, the owner of the IP. Because a lot of times they go in the meeting and they're like, okay, so hey, let's talk about the cabinets that we're going to come out with this year. And they often say, we want you to do a Golden Tee 3D. And they're like, oh, we can do a larger version. They're like, yes, we like that. No riser sounds good. Put these games on it. So remember, it's a partnership. They have a negotiation. You know, and I bet literally they've been on all these calls, and PDUBS is the only one that brings up.
Yeah. So
Q*bert.
Probably.
we're going back to the Arcade1Up boardroom. So they're meeting with Sega right now, and they're like, all right, Sega, what's in store? Do you want us to do like, some Space Harrier? Are we going to do Daytona? We want you to do a Sonic cabinet.
Yep.
And then the people at Arcade1Up are like,
For
oh,
God's sakes.
Yeah, and then John D's like,
Bless
how do
you,
I work
Carl.
with this?
Bless you,
We'll do
Carl.
speed run competitions. And they're like, yes.
Big Reese gave us a $5 donation. Here is $5 so Fox can sign. Consider it done, Big Reese. No worries. I'll twist his arm and get him to sign. You don't have to donate money. Guys, there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening in the world, happening on the internet, but we are committed to continuing being your favorite arcade and gaming podcast show. We're here for fun. We're here to criticize products. We're here to compliment products and companies when they do well.
When you say that, do you mean also Console Kits podcast and this week?
And all of them.
Absolutely.
All these guys. That's what this group
There you
does.
go.
That's
Plug in the
that's
channel.
why all of
And
us
next level?
Yep. That's why all of us plus BCong, we're good friends. We talk every day because that's what it's all about. And hopefully we can continue to keep doing it like this moving forward. Make sure you guys come back next week for our season premiere. Next week.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
You had all 4 people tonight. Like, you didn't have to invite us.
Yes. We will be ready next week for our
Maybe.
big season premiere. You don't want to miss it. Season 2 is going to be unhinged. It's going to be crazy.
Eventually.
Eventually, when it
I'm
gets
having a
When
feeling.
it happens.
Having a feeling there is no season 2.
make sure you guys do me a huge favor. And this is so important, guys. I can't tell you how important this is. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Join our Facebook group. Check out these guys' channels. Subscribe to all of them. And let's have fun and keep on gaming in this arcade community. Carl, whenever you're ready, send them on their way.
All right, guys. I want to first say happy Canada's Day. Let's get that out the way. Happy 4th of July for you guys. Let's have a great weekend. Spend some time with the family. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.